Hi there, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the DutchRC channel for part 6 in my Anakin Skywalker build series. Now, I've done a first test flight with it. Maybe you saw the video. I'll have a link to it in the description or an annotation link over here. And the quad now needs tuning, right? And what do we need for tuning? Well, the quadcopter doesn't have an FPV setup yet. And as you know, it is very handy to fly a quadcopter FPV and see what it really does. So in this video we'll be taking a look at the FPV system I chose for this build, and we'll be testing it as well. Okay, here we go. Okay, here is the FPV setup I have chosen for this quadcopter. Alright, here is the FPV setup I chose for this build. An eScene video transmitter, the ET200R, which is a 40 channel 200 milliwatt video transmitter. Regrettably, it is an RP SMA and the antenna I have for this build is an SMA. Well, I had this transmitter in the parts bin, and those work out pretty well for me. And I want to use this antenna. Not such a big deal to have an adapter in it, of course. And the star of this video, the Runcam Eagle, their newest camera, as far as I know, and it is far from inexpensive. Have a look in the link in the description of this video. It is on sale, by the way, at the moment. So yeah, it's a reasonable deal, but again we'll test it in this video, and that test will be a clinical test. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but I won't be testing in this video on the quadcopter, but handheld, which will prevent interference from the other electronics on the quadcopter. So we will really be testing the camera to its full potential. In future videos, of course, I'll show you what the FPV footage looks like on my quadcopter, but in this video I want to know its maximum potential, so to speak. Okay, let's have a look what's in this box then. Alright, here is everything that was included in the box with the camera. A spec sheet, manual kind of thing. Yeah, manual. What manual do you really need for a camera like this? But at least you get a spec sheet. This is, by the way, the 4:3 ratio version of the Runcam Eagle. There is also a 16:9 version. Maybe I'll try that one as well. For now I'll stick with the 4:3 ratio. Yeah, the camera. We'll take a closer look at that in a minute. Lens cap, you get an OSD cable, and that's not for the OSD or for your flight info, but to set up the camera. Maybe you want to change it from PAL to NTSC or the other way around. You can change a myriad of settings on cameras like this. We'll be testing it, by the way, with completely stock settings. I will check if it is in PAL, because I want to use PAL. Okay, a video out cable, and that can be handy for setup work to attach it to your TV and such. An FPV cable to hook it up to your FPV equipment. A mounting bracket. And this is the newer version of their mounting brackets that attaches the camera with 2 screws instead of 1. It has a angle layout on it, so you can set all your cameras at the exact same angle. You get a bag of screws and washers and an Allen key. Okie dokie, so let's have a close look at the camera itself, the Runcam Eagle. It is also available in orange, by the way. At the time I ordered it, it was only available in black. And for my build that's quite alright, because it will be covered by the body shell anyway. It is an aluminium housing. It might look plastic on screen for you right now, but this is an aluminium housing. And yeah, in some videos I saw a different back to this camera. Some of the Runcam cameras come with alternate backs. As you can probably tell, it now has both screw holes in the main body. So yeah, it doesn't have a protrusion at the back for the second screw hole anymore. Yeah, I'm quite alright with this. It should, with 4 screws during the camera down to your quadcopter, that should be more than enough, at least for me. Now at the back you see 2 connectors. The first one, the little one, is your FPV out, so that's what you'll connect your FPV transmitter to. And the right one, the large connector, is for your OSD. This one here, as you can see, that connector corresponds with the large connector. Okay, so yeah, what more can I tell you? Not much more, I think. I'm gonna be mounting, yeah, again, you get this mounting bracket, and I'll show you in a minute what it all looks like screwed on. Yeah, what I'll do now is mount this camera to a handheld jig, and we'll take it outside for a field test. Like I said, a clinical field test without other interference from flight controllers or receivers or PDBs and or motors. So here we go. Okay, what have we got here? So I got the Eagle set up on this handheld pole over here. Yeah, it doesn't look fancy, but it'll work just fine. And I've got my Aomway 7-inch monitor with DVR over here. I'm still testing this monitor, by the way. I don't have a video on it yet, but I'll throw in a link in the description to this monitor. And yeah, to me this looks very good. You can't see the screen like this very well, of course. But we'll start a recording, and then I'll switch to that recording right now. Okay, as you can clearly see, very well detailed video, this FPV camera from Runcam provides. The weather isn't super duper, but I guess this doesn't make it too easy on the camera, which is good. Okay, as you can probably see, very well detailed video this camera provides. Yeah, it isn't a sunny day, but I guess this doesn't make it too easy on the camera either, which is nice. There are no scan lines, for as far as I can tell. The colors are good. Yeah, what can I tell you? This looks very good to me. Very well detailed video, this. So, yeah, the next thing we'll do, of course, is mount this FPV setup on my quadcopter, and we'll do an FPV video in the near future. So be on the lookout for that. Hope this was somewhat informative for you, and hope to see you back in another video. Bye bye.